So we're underway here in the 5th place playoff. Japan misjudging the kickoff, and it's fallen into the hands of Ireland Parsons, but a little knock on there, so first possession really with Japan.
No one from Japan putting their name on that ball. They're going to need to nominate someone,
get up,
try and retain those restarts, but the ball still is with them, as you mentioned. So it's their scrum just to the top of your screen. A little bit of space to work with, but they have their back line all stretched out to the left-hand side.
Big scrum coming in from Ireland. Strong midfield pass, ball in 2 hands. Here comes Otani. So good with ball in hand. Otani always looking for some space in between 2 players. They recycle into the middle of the field, running a short ball. They're so good at cutting across with those lines. Japan through Kajiki. Strong counter ruck coming in from Ireland. Getting out of their own 22 now. Here's Otake. Otake fighting to stay on her feet, gets to the ground. Her support comes. Going from side to side, Japan trying to find a hole in this defensive armour for Ireland. And they're doing very well here, just marching upfield through Kajiki, firing the pass away. It could have possibly gone forward. No play on. There's the call. Hara places the ball back. Kajiki, she was halfback, was played. Could go for a yellow.
Bit of a bizarre interplay, but Stacey Flood shown the yellow card. Playing the 9 and slapping that ball out of her hands. So Japan will now have the woman overlap, and they call for the scrum.
Time off, please.
Seeing if they can exploit that 3v2 that they'll have in the back. You see Stacey Flood there, just with the fingertips reaching out instead of going in with the shoulder.
Time on.
The highest Japan have ever finished on a series leg is 6th. That was in Hamilton, going down 14-10 to Great Britain. What can they do here with the 1-woman advantage coming in onto the ball? And again, they just shift to that right side. There's an overlap here if they can get the draw and pass correct. Otani does the late cut and quick hands inside to Mizutani. She gives the fake, hits the deck, the support is there. Numbers to this left edge. She has to bobble the ball on the ground. Picks it up, footwork, left foot, 2 left foot steps, make it 3 from Suda. Such a weapon on that left foot. Otake. Ball available. The Irish defence very close together out on that right edge. And here we go, some space again. The passing just going to ground for Japan. They're unable to hit the ball running. Having to stow down and collect the wayward pass. This is better passing though from the Japanese. Wrap around play, and they've created an overlap. That's exactly what you want to do. Otake though, Higgins right around the ankles, making a try-saving tackle. Again, they just need to take the ball forward to the line, and that's exactly what they're going to do here. And inside, late cut from Suda. It was tiresome stuff for Japan. They went side to side, good continuity, and eventually they draw first blood through Suda.
Suda scoring her first try for Japan this week, and they certainly had to work for it. Otake brought down well by Eve Higgins, but it's Hirano, the captain, who sets this one up, and it's the quick feet of Suda who open up this match, but Japan just making it a little too difficult for themselves. They have created the overlap, and they're just going back with that late flood instead of maintaining their width and utilizing their skill set.
2 points have been added, and it looks like Flood has returned back to the park, so they're back to 7-on-7. Suda kicks off, competing, great work from the Japanese, knocking it on their side. Otake can't handle it on the ground.
What's for it on the floor?
Just another unforced error from this Japanese team.
Ireland just conceding that one try while Flood was off in the sin bin. And we haven't really seen them with ball in hand just yet. So 4.5 minutes gone in this first half. And first opportunity for them. It's going to be a midfield scrum. But you see Lucy Mulhall, the captain, stacked up right behind.
Time off. Find your space. Don't step back.
Referee just having a little word with the players, talking about their positioning and not engaging too soon before that ball's in.
Bind.
49% of tries this year for Ireland have come from set piece. They go down the short side. Mulhall, the captain, shaped to pass, decided to run in herself. And competing in over the ball and getting the steal is Hirano, the captain.
Hirano leading by example, getting things done out there on the pitch. You can see her marshaling her troops, saying, set up. We've worked this move on the training pitch 1,000 times.
Japan, big jump again. It's that right foot step coming in from Suda. Fires the pass out to the left. Miscalculating that one as well, drifting forward, releasing it too early.
12.
I love the option. Suda again with the feet, bamboozling the Ireland defense, and then she saw that gap open right up as the Irish winger shot up, but like you said, releasing that ball just forward, so gifting it back to Ireland.
Bind. Set.
Ireland again trying to get into the Japanese 22 for the first time. They're going to run it from inside their own half. Trying to go in with a left foot step as Parsons.
Tackle!
Trying to get in over the ball too as Japan, but just 12. The incorrect entry and roll. They go quickly, Ireland. Again, trying to go down to that short side. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of space there, but Flood decides to chip the kick in behind, making it a foot race, but Hara, the fastest player in that Japanese team, was there. Left foot step to evade. Her opposite was Hirano. And look how bunched this Irish defence is. They're all in one space. Otake decided against giving the pass out. Suda, again, having to crouch down to collect the pass. Probably needed to stand a little bit closer to this Japanese team. McGann.
Use it.
Challenging that solid. And here we go, Japan just really playing with it at the moment. Right inside their own 22, about 8 meters out from their line. Seems like they're in no rush to get down the other end of the field. Again, running naturally is Suda. Really looking for someone to just punch open this line, Japan, and here we go. But again, it's just an over-the-top pass. Lollipopped it and then allowed the defense to just come up. And this is a mistake as well, but luckily there was Mizutani. They're just so close. If I was Japan, I'm kicking this ball out. And Ireland, referee says ball out. Flood tries to make a nuisance of herself. Very anticlimactic into that half, Abby.
Just a bit messy. Japan taking way too long at the rucks. They're not realigning. They're not utilizing the width of the pitch, and skill set letting them down. So Ireland did well to keep them down there, but coming away with 0 points, they'll be disappointed with that.
Japan leading in the 5th place playoff, 7-0 over Ireland.
The story of learning is a story of transformation. Technology is a strong guarantee. As a World Cup France 2023, Germany continues to enable
fifth place playoff here in Toulouse in the women's division.
Happy, Richard.
And it is Japan leading Ireland
Time off.
7-0 in this match. Japan kick the ball low. And with the ball now is Ireland, and we're very lucky to be joined by Katie Heffernan from the Irish team. Congratulations on qualifying for the Olympics. Talk us through the emotions that went through your head after that first game this morning.
Yeah, thanks very much. It's still surreal. Look, this didn't happen overnight. This has been a 8-year process. Unfortunately, we didn't make the other two Olympics, but look, this is all our Christmases, all our birthdays, all at once, and it's an absolute credit to the girls and to the whole entire squad. We've had a lot of players in this programme from the start, so every single person that wore the Irish jersey, it's all because of them. And look, this is just it's massive for Irish rugby. It's massive for the girls, and it's onwards and upwards from here now.
Hey Katie, Abby here. How do you go from such a high of that raw emotion to then switch on and prep for this fifth place match?
Yeah, look, we were absolutely on a high after that game this morning. We're so lucky to have our family here in front of us to share this experience with them. But really, all season, I suppose our focus has been qualifying for the Olympics, and now that it's finally done, we can go out and play rugby with no pressure. We had a discussion before the game, and we just said, look, we're going to go out and do what we love, and we love playing rugby. We love playing in front of our families. This is what we do. And look, Japan are absolutely no joke. They're a quality side. We approach this game like we approach every other game, and just that's with our absolute hard work and our absolute all. And yeah, look, credit to the girls. We just bottled that emotion, and we brought that into this game, I think.
Thank you so much for joining us, Katie. All the best for the rest of this match. But it is Japan at the moment who are running away with their second try. Nakamura. Well, they spent plenty of time on defence early in the second half. They turn the ball over and then they execute.
And the captain handing it off to her former captain, Nakamura, with her second on the weekend. Almost like passing of the baton. Well done. Great support from the veteran in the squad. And Japan barely had the ball in the second half, and they're right back in the trying zone.
Japan have never finished higher than 11th since becoming a core team on the series. They're currently sitting in 9th, and a win here could see them go into 8th. Fantastic stuff, and they've just got better and better every single series.
They really have. They've worked on their skill set. They're a super fit team, and they work so hard for one another, which is something that always impressed me playing against them. A lot of teams underestimate them because of their size, but you cannot outwork them.
They work so hard on their skills. And just allowing the ball to bounce again was Ireland. Higgins to the park. Mulhall might have bubbled that forward. She did, so this is a prime attacking opportunity here, and it's Nakamura, the try scorer, who is just disrupting there at the ruck.
It's another impressive part of their game is their chop tackles, their ability to get low and stick players to the ground. It really eliminates that offload game that a lot of teams like to play. So a great chop tackle, a little bobble of the ball, and Japan back in the driver's seat.
Big push coming in from Ireland, but Japan secure the ball at the base of the scrum. They're into the midfield now. Happy feet coming in from Suzaki. They've got another penalty too. They'll go quickly, as they always do. In fact, they don't. They commentators curse. They always go quick, and all of a sudden they decide they're going to call for a scrum.
I think they heard you speaking earlier when you said they could have their highest finish ever, being that 5th place, assuming they get the victory, maintaining this 14-point lead. So smart call by the veterans out there on the field for Japan, choosing the scrum, slowing things down, and working a set-piece move.
Nagata. And we don't often see that in the game of sevens, Abigastitis.
calling feeding. I think every single scrum half feeds this scrum.
Caught out on a technicality, but it is correct. So they lose the opportunity. Japan probably should have gone quickly, like I said, but nonetheless, Ireland with the ball now. Strong tackle from Kajiki. And Japan currently with 100% tackle success rate in this game. Not an easy feat in the game of sevens. And chopping low, like you said, Abby, which allows someone to get in over the ball, but not rolling away.
So difficult to make 100% of your tackles. 18 completed tackles for Japan, and it shows because Ireland have not been able to build any momentum. You see Japan flying off the line, but they're not just applying pressure like a lot of teams do. They are chopping them down and disrupting the rucks, which is causing a lot of chaos for Ireland.
Defense really does seem to be the difference here, because you look at Irish tackle percentage, 71%. They've made 17 tackles but missed 7.
Massive difference. And Ireland moving a little slowly here. You would think the clock was in their favor.
Down by 2 tries, less than 2 minutes to go, but that's plenty of time in the game of sevens as Higgins tries to stand up her opposite and trying to glide away down the edge as Parsons. The Japanese defense though scramble well. They're up quickly, trying to shut down the options. They can go left or right. Mulhall decides to come to this left-hand side. Higgins, who's been in fine form this series. Trying to drive in over the ball was Shirozaki. Mistake by Ireland, but backwards is the call between Baker's legs. And again, this defense from Japan has been outstanding. So willing, never allowing them to get that offload away as well, trying to wrap both low and high.
Just not rolling away there was the Japanese player, but desperation starting to creep in for this Irish side. They know that clock is winding down, and it's going to take an incredible feat for them to get 2 tries in less than 40 seconds.
Relentless stuff from Japan, currently at 23 tackles, missed none. Outstanding stuff. Mulhall, the captain, can she spark something for her Irish teammates? Give it out to Parsons, again chopping low, allowing them to get in over the ball. Hara, unsuccessful. Spying the smallest gap on the edge was Higgins. And this is relentless defense coming in from the Japanese. Trying to hold her up is Nakamura, the veteran, having a great game here against Ireland. Mulhall tries to draw and pass, give to Higgins. She angles back into the middle of the field. Hooter sounds here in Toulouse. The ball is messy out the back and has been knocked on. Will Japan want to play? Well, she kicks it backwards, does Mizutani. Back towards the line, and they're going to finally heave it over. And Japan, they're elated. This is huge for them. They have never finished this high at a series leg. 5th place finish for Japan, 14 points to 0 over Ireland. How good?
Japan, well done. You quieted the rowdy Irish fans in the stands, but take a bow for 28 tackles, 0 miss, 100% completion. That was the game changer. Ireland had plenty of possession, but they were banking on those 1v1 battles, and Japan did so well to hold their own and finish with a 5th place.
Isn't it so cliche? They always say defense wins games, and we've just seen a prime example of it.
Really strong work. See these teams shaking hands, paying their respect to one another. It's always a battle on the pitch, but super friendly after. The respect in the sport of rugby, always present.
For the Japanese, bowing as they always do, the most respectful team on the circuit, and you can tell why they are so loved by everyone around the world. Now let's head back over